But yeah, one thing I want to talk about before we get into playing is it's an interesting topic. Which is buffs versus nerfs. I was hoping we were gonna go 1 week before people start complaining about characters and stuff that needs to get nerfed. Which really brings up that I think this topic needs to be discussed. As like, call me old school, traditional, whatever. But as someone with a melee background, I feel like a lot of things over the years have been considered broken or too good, and over time, practically all of these things have been proven not to be overpowered or broken. Really good, sure, but not, necessary to nerf. I feel like gaming today, people start crying for nerfs immediately. The game has not even been out for like 4 full days legally yet. If you think about it, even if you have been playing like 15 hours a day on average, you have not even been able to play each character for 1 hour each. And then imagine how little time you have to play. Like, let's say you have like 1 hour of game time with Mario. How much time do you have playing Mario against DK, Mario against Link? You're gonna have less than a minute per matchup, per character. And people are already crying for nerfs? I was hoping we were gonna make it 1 week. I was like, yeah, Smash community, I think we can make it 1 week. I thought I was on the lower threshold there, but apparently like 3 days. Because I've not even been on social media too much and stuff like that, because I've been focusing on the stream and YouTube a lot. So I'm actually like disappointed that it did not even take 3 days. I would actually not be surprised if it already started day 1, just that I didn't see it. But yeah, to go like a little bit more in depth about this, I feel like when you nerf characters, you normally tend to make games more stale and boring. Instead of characters being able to do a lot of fun and cool stuff, everyone becomes like bland, boring. It becomes like not nearly as fun to play or watch. I'm not trying to say that every nerf in history has been bad and every buff in history has been good, because that's not the case, right? Sometimes nerfs can be good and sometimes buffs can be bad. I used traditionally think that when you buff characters, then you can make characters more unique and fun to play and watch. But when you nerf characters, it's like, in the end, a lot of characters tend to have the same issues, and matches just are not as fun any longer. And even if that wasn't the case, 3 days is clearly not enough time to figure out all the counterplay. Like, even in Melee, after 17 years, people still find out new things. Like, when Melee came out, for example, people thought Zelda and Mario were really good characters. I'm pretty sure, I know Yoshi was considered pretty bad. Like, who would have thought back in 2002 that, Amsa is gonna place top 5 with Yoshi, taking a set of H-Box, beating Plop twice in a row. Like, what I'm trying to say is that a lot of things are not obvious at first glance. So I'm begging the community to give everything a chance before starting crying for nerfs. Yo, Intelligent, thank you for the 4 months, buddy. Like, again, to take Melee as an example, Sheik was considered like absolutely broken early on. And even though she is still a top tier, I think it's incredibly obvious that she's far from broken in Melee, even in NTSC. So it's like, people are wrong, and Sheik in Melee was just an easy character to like understand early on. Her meta is probably the character that overall have changed the least for the past decade. So yeah, I'm just like, for me personally, I'm a little bit afraid that I'm gonna enjoy some character and then they get absolutely destroyed. PM Pit. PM Pit. Going from like top tier down to like bottom trash, and it's no point in playing them any longer. Not only because they're bad, but also because they're not fun any longer. So, yeah. I do encourage everyone to try to learn the game before you cry for nerfs, please. Yeah, no, and yeah, Pit went from really good to really bad. So yeah, not enough time to figure out any type of counterplay, pretty much. So yeah, no, I'm willing to lab these things out as well, but. And the thing is also, another thing is that once the best character gets nerfed, it's gonna be a new best character, and then people want to see that character nerfed. It's just like, it just keeps going. Like, it's always gonna be some best character, and it's always something that's gonna be relatively cheap. So, I just don't want us to end up with a game where no one can kill, no one can edge guard, no one can do anything, and it's all gonna be like one hits here and there. And then, yeah, it would be incredibly boring. So I'm hoping for the best, but I sadly do not have too much faith in players want to learn. I think most people are gonna cry, but I'm hoping to be proven wrong. Buff the online. No, dude, we need to nerf it so everyone have a better fighting chance. Yeah, some characters do struggle with getting kills. That's one of the things as well, when people are like, oh, this kill option needs to get nerfed, it's too cheap. I'm like, I want characters to have kill options. I want them to have kill options. Like, the reason why, like, DK's and Bowser's throw uppers were pretty stupid in Smash 4 was because edge guarding didn't exist. So if you didn't have a kill throw, it was like, oh, people are just gonna block, and then you can't edge guard. It's so hard to land like an aerial that kills. So much time in Smash 4 was spent like trying to space an aerial and hope they didn't shield it. Because you couldn't kill by grabbing, because you didn't have a kill throw, if you were one of these characters. And throwing them off stage basically meant like they get the ledge for free, so you need to be... It basically turned out to like, who is the better at ledge trapping? I'm like... I don't know, I hated that. I think if characters have like pretty good, you know, grabs at high damage, it forces people not to stay in shield, which gives more exciting gameplay, if you ask me. Spawn pipe. The thing is, I started playing Inkling yesterday. I didn't even know that people already started crying for nerfs, and I was like, oh my god, like Inkling was actually pretty cool. I want to play this character. And a lot of people are like, oh, like this character, or not a lot of people, but some people are like, oh, this character needs to get nerfed. I'm like, really? Already? Like, for example, Inkling's side B is considered broken by some people. I haven't tested this myself, so I'm not sure if it works or not, but can't parry be pretty good against that, for example? Maybe, at least. I just feel like a lot of people haven't even tried to, you know, work on things before they start. For me, I'm like, I can't even call anything like even close to broken, because I haven't even played all the characters in the game. And we already went over this earlier. It's 74 characters. If you have played 15 hours a day since the game came out legally, you have not played 1 hour per character, which means that you have not even played 1 minute per matchup for each of these characters as well. If people were that quick at figuring out Smash games, why the fuck are most people bad at Smash games? Like, let's be real. Let's be real.